Hello and welcome to my channel. Today, I am going to be trying to finish my reading goal by the end of this month, which is tomorrow night. Today is April 29th. It is 9:30 at night, and obviously the month ends tomorrow, April 30th at midnight. So I have like 26 and a half hours. So I have a book and a half left until I hit my goal. And me being a very, very slow reader, I've never read a book in a day. So we're gonna try to change that. If I don't get my goal, it's fine. It's whatever. I'll finish the book in May, but we're gonna try. First off, the half book that I have is House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas. This is the second book in the Crescent City series. I have a little under 300 pages left, and I am listening to this book. I have just under 5 hours left, so I am going to try to finish this tonight, maybe, probably tomorrow though. I have a few things to do tonight, so I'm going to listen to this. The book that I will be trying to finish, because I am a very slow reader, like I said, I picked a book that is 299 pages to give myself the best chance possible at trying to finish a book in 24 hours, or in a day, since it's a little over 24 hours. So the book that I will be reading is Ward D by Freida McFadden. This is my first Freida McFadden book, and I believe my first thriller. I don't know. I'm not really like keeping track of genres that I read. I just read whatever book looks cool. So, but this is definitely my first Freida McFadden book, and I'm very excited to see what the hype is about. This is our book. Our goal is 26 and a half hours. Let's get this done. So it is now 10 o'clock. We are a half hour into this. I just got to chapter 50 in House of Sky and Breath. I sped up the book a little bit, so now I'm on 2.2 speed, so I have 4 hours left. Got 254 pages left, or 253 pages. So I'm gonna put this down and I'm gonna start reading Ward D. So it's 11 o'clock at night. We are an hour into this book, and I am currently on chapter 7, page 39, so 39 pages in hour 1. I was a little slower this hour because I went and made brownies. They were in the oven while I was reading. I had to go downstairs a couple of times to, deal with that, so I did the math. It says it's going to take me about 8 hours to get through this book. Like I said, I am a slow reader. Someone could probably get through this book in 2 hours if they are a faster reader than me, but 8 hours, let's see how long this takes. As you can tell, it's the next day. I definitely need to make my bed. I need to clean a little bit today, but I also need to pack because I leave for North Dakota tomorrow. But I read for like a half hour last night, just read for like a half hour today, and I'm currently on page 61. So like I said, I'm a very slow reader. I don't think I'm going to be able to get through this today, but I'm going to try my best. Currently, it is noon. I went to the gym earlier and did some stuff downstairs, and then came to read. So I'm going to listen to some more of this. I have like 3 hours left. Listen to some more of this, clean up, do some laundry, and maybe start packing. No, I'm gonna start packing after I do my laundry. But yeah, I'm gonna listen to this, and then once I'm done cleaning up and bringing my laundry downstairs, I'm gonna go back to Ward D. Okay, so as you could tell, my bed's made. Cleaned up a little bit around my room. And it is now 1 p.m. So that is the end of hour 3. And I am currently on chapter 16, page 88. I decided that I wanted to read on my Kindle. So this, apparently, Freida McFadden is on KU. So got on my Kindle, downloaded it, and I'm reading on here. I think I'm like a quarter of the way in, somewhere around there. Well, if I'm close to 100 pages and this is only 300, I'm over a quarter, so. Yeah, so far this is really good. I told myself I was gonna be kind of giving like book updates every time that I did this, and I haven't yet. So let's start now, because 3 hours in is not too late. So, okay. So Ward D is following a medical student named Amy. She has to do an overnight shift in the psychiatric ward, Ward D. And she gets there, she's like super afraid of it, because she's been there once to, if you don't know, I'm terrible at explaining books. She's been there once before to meet her friend who is inside of it a few years ago, and she was absolutely terrified of it. So this is her first time coming back and she's scared. This book has 2 different timelines. One from present day of her going through this shift, and each hour it ticks down. So it starts off at 13 hours and then 12 hours, and currently I'm at 11 hours. And then it also follows a storyline of 8 years ago, and you're learning all of her and her best friend Jade's history and getting to know them and how they got to where they are now. So currently, like I said, I am on 11 hours left. And this chapter is in current day. This book so far is really interesting. You're learning about all the patients that are on the ward right now. She's been given the task of interviewing a couple people on the ward. There's another student on the ward with her named Cameron, who is her ex, and they're meeting different people right now. So she just interviewed one person, and now she was told to go and interview one of the people that Cameron chose. So they're talking to one person right now. There is someone in seclusion, and he's very, very unsafe, and he's being moved out the next morning. So I have some thoughts and ideas about this book, and we will see. I will say the back of the book says that people will go missing throughout the night, so I already have some ideas about who I think it is and what I think is going to happen, but we're only 2 hours into the night, so we'll see if I'm right. I think that's hour 4 done. It is now 2 p.m. I am currently on page 122, chapter 21. Oh, I don't know if I showed you, but this is my bookmark. It's a knife. I saw it and I was like, that's a final girl thing. But also, I'm reading a thriller and I'm like, I like to match my bookmarks to the books that I'm reading. I have this whole collection of bookmarks. I also have a string from a jacket. I have all these bookmarks. This whole cup is full of bookmarks. But I like to collect bookmarks and use a bookmark that I think kind of matches the vibe of the book that I will be reading. I don't know, makes it a little more fun. Currently, there is 8 hours left until morning. Amy is interviewing another patient. So this is her second patient currently. Everyone is talking about this patient that is locked up in seclusion, saying that they think that he is going to kill everyone, and getting to know a little bit more about him. Apparently the night before he said that he was going to kill everyone, and now everyone thinks that he's actually going to do it. So this is a really good book. It's a, like I said before, like, I don't really read thrillers. I don't really read anything other than fantasy, but one of the goals that I set for this year is to read a little bit more outside of my fantasy comfort zone. So this is a good book so far. I'm really liking it. I do like her writing style. It's not as fast-paced as I would like it to be, but it's still an interesting book, so I'm okay with it. I have read for 2 hours straight. I am getting a little bit tired, so I made a coffee, and I am going to take a break, listen to I was gonna say Earth of Blood, but no, that's the first one. House of Sky and Breath. And I'm gonna do something. I need to go change my laundry over because I'm pretty sure my first load is done. I have a second load to do, so I'm gonna do that and come back in a little bit and continue reading Ward D. So I've come to a realization that I will not be able to finish this book tonight. As you can tell, I got a hat on, which means I went on a run. So, more of a walk. But it is 6:30. I have not done any more reading. I have done a little bit more reading of House of Sky and Breath. I'm currently on chapter 61. So I have 150 pages left about. So I will be able to finish this one for sure, but not Ward D. I still have to pack and take a shower. So definitely will not be able to finish Ward D tonight. Probably tomorrow while I'm traveling. I also like to edit while I travel. Gives me something to do, but probably won't be doing it the entire time, so I'll be reading. My goal is to finish this by the end of this trip. So I've got 2 planes there and 2 planes back, plus a layover in each. So I'm definitely going to be reading tonight. Won't be getting much sleep. We'll see if I even do get any sleep. I'll keep you updated at the end of this book to let you, at the end of the video to let you know when I finish this book. I know how long it takes. But that just means that I have to do another video coming up to see if I can try again when I have more free time and I didn't forget that I was leaving for a trip the next day. I started this video last night and I was like, yeah, I can stay up till midnight tomorrow, forgetting that I need to be up at 3 a.m. When I have more time, I will do this video again and try to find another short book and see if I can finish a book in a day. We'll see. Maybe I could find a faster paced book too, just because I can read fast when I'm super, super into the book. And I think it's just because this isn't a fantasy book. Like I keep saying, you know my taste. I am a fantasy reader at heart. This is not a fantasy book. It's a good book, but it's not fantasy, so I'm not extremely into it. It's still good. I'm still into it. Just not as much as I am if it was Throne of Glass. If it was Shatter Me was really good. It took me a week and a half to finish, but that's just because I was super, super busy that week. I did finish the last 100 pages in 2-3 hours. I think it was 2 hours. I finished the last 100 pages. So it's if I'm really into it, I'll read fast. But I have to be super, super into it. We'll see. I'll keep you updated, of course, for the rest of the night on Ward D and whenever I finish House of Sky and Breath. So, night's not over yet, which means the video's not over yet. So, I just wanted to give you an update because I'm not going to be able to finish this tonight. But, hope you're liking this so far. I'm having fun. So, now I have to pack my stuff. I have to fit my gear, my merch, and all my clothes in one bag and getting ready to go defend my title tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. Tomorrow's Friday. Alright, so if I'm being honest, this is 2 weeks later. Today is May 15th. So, I forgot to record when I finished it. But I finished it. I finished it on May 4th, so 11 days ago. I'm very behind, and I'm very, very sorry. But it's done. I have a lot of feelings about this book. Not all of them are good. But it was a good book. It took me 9 days to read this, not the one that I tried. It didn't take me a whole 9 days. I think it took me 4 days. This was a pretty fast read. I don't have my glasses on, so it's kind of hard to stare at my screen. Maybe if I bring this a little bit. Okay. I gave this 3.75 stars. It was a very good ending. The second half was very good, but it took an entire half of a book to do anything. And I get that you gotta set up the story, you gotta set up everything that's happening, but this is a one-off book. It is a thriller, and it is 299 pages. If you're gonna have a book this short, you gotta get to the action a lot quicker. It was kind of predictable. I made a joke to myself, I don't remember what the joke was, but I made a joke to myself predicting who it was gonna be, and I was right. I don't like being right in books. I don't like books that are predictable. I like books that I will be like, oh, it's this, and either like I'm right, but it's like a cover for something else, or I'm completely wrong, and it's like this random person that I didn't even like realize was still there. I like books that have really big twists. This did have part of a twist, and that part I didn't see coming. But for the main part, it was very predictable. It was still a good story. Like I said, it read quick, and that's saying a lot for me, because I say it every single video, but I am a slow reader. So this read pretty quick. I read it in like 4 days, like I said, 4 or 5 days-ish, around there. I read half of the book in a day. That's good for me. I've read one book in a day, but that was when I was in like 3rd grade, and it was like the first ever chapter book I ever read, and it was like 100 pages. So I don't even really count that. But out of like a regular book, I have never read something in a day. I'm gonna try this again someday. This read pretty good for how fast I read. I did read most of it on my Kindle because I feel like I read faster on my Kindle. Also, just for some reason, I was not wanting to read a physical book, which is weird for me because normally I'm all for physical books and not really on my Kindle. But I've been reading on my Kindle a lot recently, so making good use out of this. I've had this for a few years now, and I honestly haven't really used a whole lot. I really only use this for like when I'm on vacation and don't want to take my book, or when I'm at work and don't want to ruin my book in my backpack, because being on an ambulance and having books do not go together. Your books get ruined. Just putting it out there for anyone who needs that disclaimer. But I take very, very good care of my books. As you can tell, this looks brand new. And I read half of this with the physical book. I take very, very good care of my books. But the books that I take on the ambulance get ruined. They get ripped, they get bent, it's hard to take care of a book on an ambulance. Tangent. But, so I read half of it in physical and half of it on my Kindle, and it was good. I liked it, not as much as I could have, but that was a good introduction for a Freida McFadden book. And I did like hers. I even bought a second one of hers. I bought The Crash, so this looks interesting. I'm going to read this eventually, but obviously I liked it. Obviously I liked her writing because, like I said, I bought a second one. Good introduction to her. Wish there was a little more action in the first half, but it was good. Overall, I liked it. Let me know what you think of Ward D if you've ever read it, and if you haven't, let me know if you want to read it. If you liked this video, let me know, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.